Oakwood Elementary School, it was originally built in 1914 in the Oakwood neighborhood, which was designed and laid out just past the turn of the century by C.B. Atkin. And Mr. Atkin was a furniture manufacturer and retailer and had a big store down on Central. And it's funny to look back on those old pictures there, you know, the ridges as they run from Sharp's Ridge back towards the Tennessee River. Totally forested. I mean, it looks like the thickest rhododendron and hemlock stand in the Smoky Mountains. Obviously, a lot of those trees got whacked as this neighborhood was put in, but it's a classic grid of streets there in Lincoln Park and Oakwood and Old North. And it's become kind of a hip place to move back into and fix up. So it's interesting. As we started on that building just a few months ago, there were several overgrown lots, boarded up houses within sight of the building. And I know 3 of them now that have been bought by young couples. And if you go over there on a Saturday, they're painting and nailing, fixing up their houses and cutting the grass and those kind of things. So that's really encouraging to us and makes us feel good about being part of that. And obviously they feel some comfort and confidence to move forward with investments on their part. But excuse me, originally the school was built in 1914. It's a gorgeous building, massive corbels and trim around it. It's a 3-story building, all made with solid handmade bricks. The walls are 1.5 feet thick. Tremendous volume and really a classic feel inside. 12-foot ceilings, 12-foot wide hallways. Most of the windows are 8 to 10 feet tall in there, so it'll be really a very elegant feel to the building when we get finished with it. But the roof had leaked, it had fallen in on itself. Actually, the roof fell and landed on the 3rd floor, and part of that landed on the 2nd floor. The place looked like, it looked like a Texas trailer park after a tornado. So we've gone in and carefully removed all that, fixed everything structurally, put a new roof on it. The building is also, we're going to be redeveloping the building to LEED standards, which is Leadership in Environmental and Energy Design. So fantastic new super high efficiency mechanical systems. Same for the elevator. We've put a roof on there that is totally reflective. We'll be having solar panels there, 50,000 kW solar panel farm there, which we've already entered into a contract with TVA for that. And then that building was added onto in 1946. Another classroom and gymnasium section was added onto it on the western side, and then in 1955 another classroom addition was added to that. So it shows the architectural progression. It's kind of interesting. From 1914, which is really ornate, kind of a Beaux Arts building with, you know, fabulous trim and corbels and this just massive feel to it, to a 40s building, which is a little more Spartan, as you might imagine, but still in keeping. It's all brick and masonry and concrete floors and so forth. And then the newer section, which is in the 50s, which looks like George Jetson. It's metal windows and, you know, flat roof, and very, very different approach to architecture. But what's really interesting about the building is it shows the approach in those different time periods. So for what we're doing on the interior, we'll be basically cleaning out the interior all the way down to the structure, which is what we always do. So we'll come back with all new wiring, all new plumbing, all new mechanical systems. Essentially, the classrooms will become apartments for seniors. We'll keep the kitchen where it was. Obviously, it'll be completely redone with new equipment and so forth. And then the grounds re-landscaped. We'll have wrought iron railings around it. The building it's awesome. I mean, it looks like it could be in London or in Greenwich Village or someplace like that. It's really an interesting building. So exciting to work on. A completely different set of challenges from the other buildings, but the neighborhood is very much receptive to it. The Oakwood Lincoln Park Neighborhood Association has had us down for a couple of presentations, and they're thrilled about it. And the last time we had one, we did a little presentation, and there was a little lady in the back raised her hand and said, "Oh, I have a question." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Well, I don't understand any of this." She said, "I thought I was going to come down here. I want to pick out my room, and you're not even ready yet. So I guess I'm just going to leave." So it'll be exciting if we could get it built. I mean, we've already got deposits and people waiting to move into both Oakwood and Alexander, which is an unusual situation. So pretty exciting, and something we're really thrilled to be part of.